Hello YouTube, Baraki3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's action figure review is over this Iron Man. It's really a classic Iron Man. This is the first version of Iron Man that had repulsors, I think. I think it is. I'll check the back of the box, but it's from the Iron Man 2 3 3/4 inch comic series, as you can obviously tell. I saw this at Walmart today on clearance. This is a free RPG day, 2012, by the way. It's like free comic book day, but for RPG stuff. I got a free D&D quest, a free Pathfinder quest, posters, whatnot. Pretty awesome. But I also got this guy on clearance, along with two other Iron Man figures on clearance. And my friend Drew and I got this one, and Drew got another different classic Iron Man. There's like 3 or 4 classic Iron Mans. But it just says Iron Man. Whatever. So, yeah, it's got like a save $5 coupon in there, which expired over a year ago, so it doesn't even matter. And the figure itself, some kind of phallic beam. I don't know. Armor cards, stand in the back, just says Iron Man there. Doesn't say classic Iron Man or anything, just Iron Man. Description, figure, copyrights. And other figures like Titanium Man, whose little fist beam thing I like. This other, that's the one Drew got. That one right there. Along with this one. And Guardsman, who I actually really want, because the Guardsman is really, really cool. Here he is, folks, the classic Iron Man from Iron Man 2 3 3/4 inch. And he actually came with this stand too. You couldn't see it in the packaging, but he comes with this really awesome, like, repulsor stand. That's cool. Unfortunately, it only has one peg on it, so you're going to have to awkwardly fit both his feet on there. But it is really neat. And he comes with this other, like, phallic symbol repulsor blast that you can put over his hands. But it doesn't fit really well because it's designed to go over fists, and he just has 2 open repulsor hands. You know, like, see my Mark IV here. Oh, crap. Yeah, it goes, like, right on his hand. And just kind of sits there. You know, not if you point it down, it then just falls off. But it, like, sits on his fist. But this guy, it's, like, you're working with it, trying to get his thumb to bend. You have to bend his thumb to get it in. Then you get it in, and you can't have him and this on this stand at the same time because it, like, makes it fall over. But I guess you could probably work with it and eventually get it, but I don't like it because it bends his fingers in, so he's never going to have this on. Ever. But at least it's the same consistency with this cool base. Of course, he also comes with the regular Iron Man 2 3 3/4 inch base, and the armor cards that we all know about. You know, you get him in these sleeves, but unfortunately, I would just leave him in the sleeves and display him, but you can't, so I take him out of the sleeves. And then you just stick them in the slot here. They don't always all want to go in, but this one went in just fine, so that's fine. And then peg holes, bottom of the stand, ta-da, you have your Iron Man. That's really for like more of a Hall of Armor display, which is what I'm going for, so yeah. He's a really neat figure. Let me show you his articulation. Head, head, 360, and of course he has this like diaphragmy spinny joint, 360, of course, and then arms up and down, 360, you know, this like ball jointy thing. No bicep articulation, sadly. That would have been great to have on this figure because you could have easily put it in there. Unlike these figures, there's not really any room for bicep articulation, but this guy, there was plenty of room for bicep articulation, and we didn't get any. So yeah. And then, you know, bend on the elbow, and elbow 360. Of course, the glove rotates, like his gauntlet here, but it doesn't rotate at the gauntlet. It rotates just above this big part. So you can kind of see it from the shine and whatnot. No waist articulation or anything. And you know the 2 discs that are on this armor? They're just kind of part of the mold. They don't really stick out like the Marvel Universe one or anything. And then the articulation on the leg, depending on which way you have this joint facing, you can go forward or back or side to side. Yeah. Double knee joint, really smooth. And then, of course, foot rotates 360 and goes up and down. I wish you could move this at the boot, but you can't. So he's a little lacking in articulation, sadly. But his detail's fine. He looks pretty much like he did in the comics, you know? Just fine. Got this sort of shiny yellow paint, and then this really shiny red paint, which I like. His reactor here is this really metallic blue with this like silver in the middle. Has repulsors on both hands. Blue repulsors on both hands. And actually the repulsors on the bottom of his feet are painted. But they don't look very efficient because they're on like toe ends. They're kind of near the toes. So, yeah. So here's our Iron Man compared with some other figures. Here's with the standard Mark IV armor. You know, really most of you who are doing a 3 3/4 inch armory have it. And then, of course, the Ultimate Armor from the Concept series, not the comic series. Unfortunately, that one's a little hard to get a hold of. And then, of course, back here we have the Mark VI from the Avengers 6-inch line. And the DC Universe Classics White Lantern Hal Jordan, just for kind of a DC comparison. Since, you know, pretty much all 3 3/4 inch DC figures suck. Thanks for nothing, Mattel. But, yeah, that's just scales up well with these other Iron Man, and that's what it looks like with 6 inches. So, how do I rate this classic Iron Man? Well, just to put it, I've seen better. I mean, you can get a Marvel Universe one who really looks just like this, who has discs that actually come out and way more articulation, and it's only a few more dollars. And I believe it also comes with a blast. Not like this one, more like a spiral blast, you know. Lots of those Marvel Universe figures come with the same blast. I have one somewhere to show, but I don't know where it is to show you. But, this guy just could have been better. Now, honestly, I do think he is one of the better figures in the Iron Man 2 3 3/4 inch line. So, that kind of says something if you're collecting the line. And I appreciate the effort with the stand, but it's not that useful. Because there's only one peg, and if you just have one foot coming out from under it, it looks really dumb. Like, this one foot's putting off all this power, and the other foot's doing nothing. So, whatever. But just, I say, if you're going to get one, get the Marvel Universe. But this guy himself does get 3 out of 5 stars. I mean, I like him. The paint job's good. There's only a little bleeding, and that's at the top of the head between the two crests. The repulsors look good. The ones on the bottom of the feet, they actually took the time to paint. That's points. Not crazy about these right here. And he's missing some articulation points that could easily have been put in there. But they're on the Marvel Universe one. So, I say if you see this guy on clearance like I did, and you can get him for like $5 or less, get him. But otherwise, skip this guy. If you still see him for like $10 at Toys R Us or something, don't get him. Get the Marvel Universe one for like $8. You know? Get the Marvel Universe figure for like $8 at Walmart, and be content with that one. But I got mine on clearance, so completely worth it. So yeah, 3 out of 5. See you guys later.